aspirants. I am from InKar IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 25th of February current affairs. The topic taken from the Delhi edition. The topic is Rohingya refugees in India. This topic comes under our GS2 international relations. In this topic we are going to discuss about the what is Rohingya Muslims status and what are the concerns and what are the India stand on the international obligation on the refugees. What are the Supreme Court rule and what are the suggestion and way forward? These are the things we are going to discuss by today's topic. First of all, why it is in the news. A recent study by the Azadi Project that Refugee International highlighted the gross violation of the constitutional and human rights regarding the detention of the Rohingya refugees in India. First of all, the Rohingya are an ethnic group that mostly Muslim who live in the western Myanmar province of Rakhine that speaks that Bengal dialect that unlike the commonly spoken Burmese language that Myanmar does not grant from full citizenship considering them as migrants from the colonial times despite the long presence of the country, and also Rohingya are excluded from civil services and the movement is restricted within the Rakhine state. These are the main concern about the Rohingya Muslims, and also there is a no substandard refugee policy in their area. In India, no substandard refugee policy in India, leading a disparate treatment based on the shifting geopolitical interests. Rohingya refugees, despite being registered with the UNHCR, that face arbitrary detention and criminal imprisonment, unlike other refugee groups such as Tibetan and Sri Lankans, and also the Citizenship Amendment Act 2019, which excludes that Muslims, that including Rohingya, from benefits given the other religious minority. Rohingya refugees lack legal representation due to funding constraint and the revocation of the FCRA license for civil society organization working on their behalf. And also there is a detention condition and appalling that with overcrowded and also dehumanizing living condition, and also that Rohingya Muslims stand in international obligations. India is not a signatory to the 1951 Refugee Convention, that human rights treaties like Convention Against Torture. India uses the Foreign Act 1946 and the Passport Act 1967 to regulate the presence of foreigners and consider Rohingya refugee as an illegal migrant. And India is partly a International Convention of Civil and Political Rights, that is a obligation that member state to refrain from deporting that individual to places and with their face torture and cruel treatment. And India also ratified other international instruments like such as a Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination and the Convention of the Right of the Child, which enshrine the principle of the non-refoulement. And though the India has signed a convention against torture, it has not ratified it, meaning it provision or non-binding. What are the Supreme Court role? First of all, India Supreme Court has upheld the government's stance that is a national security concern that rejected a plea to prevent the deportation that Rohingya refugees. In the absence of the domestic refugee law, the Supreme Court has used international convention to safeguard the human rights, as seen in the landmark cases like Vishaka and ORS versus State of Rajasthan 1997 and National Legal Service Authority versus Union of India 2014. The right of life, first of all, under Article 21 of the Indian Constitution has been interpreted by some courts to include the non-refoulement, and also there is a Supreme Court directed legal services to visit detention and also evaluate the living condition of the refugees. What are the conditions? That is a Rohingya crisis is a stark reminder of the importance of human rights and the need of the global solidarity in the face of humanitarian disasters. It is crucial to continue raising awareness and supporting effort to alleviate the suffering from the Rohingya people. There is a need of the address and international obligation, particularly regarding the protection of the refugees under the customary international law. The recent study that underscore the importance of creating the consistent refugee policy which provide the legal aid and also improving the detention condition. Thank you so much.